The grass is actually never greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Should be common sense, but for some reason, it is so enticing to take different opportunities because it seems very, very easy. It seems like, hey, this is going to be substantially easier than the thing that I'm currently doing. Let me just give you an example of the way that I felt pretty recently. I have a media company where we do all the online digital marketing for a lot of the largest business owners online, doing all the social media. Now we're building all the back-end funnels and trying to do a lot of that using AI. I'm friends with so many large businesses, and all of them were like, hey dude, you're doing some really cool stuff with AI. Why don't you build this AI thing for me? And then another one was like, why don't you build this AI thing for me? Why don't you do something for me using AI? Why don't you come and consult my team on AI? This has happened a substantial amount, and the opportunities just keep on getting bigger and bigger. So I'm like, fuck, I could make a business that's quadruple the size in 1 month if I just focused on this thing. The problem is that would take me away from growing something. What you really need to understand is every single person that has a mega large business, they just spend 20 years building a business, then is spitting out tens of millions of dollars per year in personal income for them. That's how every single one of my friends have done it. There's literally not a single exception. Every single one has built it by spending a multitude of decades working on one thing for a long period of time. And then when you realize that is what it takes to build something that is a very large business, know that you are committing the next 20 years to one business. And you can obviously have different verticals around it. Like I originally started with just doing YouTube for large businesses. Then it was social media. Then it was, I'm going to do all your social media, and then I'm going to build out the back end funnels so we can actually close for you. And then I'm going to only use 1 hour of your time per week because we are going to systematize and make it very easy for you and have everything prepared. So all you do is come into the office, record for an hour, and we're going to get you unlimited leads for your business. And then we're going to close those leads for you. What we're going to do is get you sponsorships. We're going to get you millions of views per month, which is going to be worthwhile for sponsorship. So we'll actually cover our fee with sponsors that we get for you while getting you unlimited leads for your business. So it just keeps on progressing. It's all the exact same vertical. It's just different avenues. It's not changing the business model. It's just offering more. That's where it's more of a choice. Do you choose to have many different businesses? And what you really start to realize is those guys that you see with 6 or 7 businesses that each of them make $1 million per year have razor thin margins, and none of them are run that well. Those are not the guys that are super successful over a long period of time. You just never see it. You see the guys that are super successful over a long period of time sticking to one thing for a long duration of time. It's just how every single person does it. If you know that you need to commit to 20 years to something, every single business at scale turns into the same thing. You're getting leads, you're trying to close clients, or you're trying to get customers for whatever your business, and you have to operate said business. And then you have to learn how to hire managers and manage employees. At scale, most businesses become very, very similar. Unless you're doing some sort of new thing that's never been done before, you're creating some sort of technology or software like this AI. I'm not smart enough to be, therefore I'm in something much more boring. At scale, you're no longer doing the day-to-day business. You will be for a bunch of years. Once you get past that point, all businesses become very similar. They all have the same components. Therefore, you just need to find something that has a massive TAM, a total market cap, and is ideally growing. And then you just stick to it for 20 years. And guess what? If you do that, it's very easy. What's hard is sticking to something for 20 years. But it's easier when you were drinking the best coffee in the entire world. You got the team here hammering shit down. Earlier, I was talking about how the biggest problem that we're having right now is on the sales front. As I was saying, we have a multitude of components. Sometimes we're getting a lot of views. Sometimes we're getting a lot of sales. Sometimes we're not getting sponsors. And so you need to shift the priority upon where, let's say, the leaking bucket is. If you have a bucket and there's a hole in it, right now that hole that is leaking water out of it is coming from the sales front. We are getting tons and tons and tons of leads, but we're not closing any deals. I think that's one, due to macroeconomic reasons. The US is actually in a recession right now. No one that I know that's in the middle class or lower is financially well. The prices are way too high. The wages are not going up. Hours are actually getting cut. No one's getting better opportunities for work. I think that is one reason. I think another reason, we need to severely improve our funnels. That's going to be the priority until that is fixed. Then once we have that fixed, there's going to be different problems and different solutions that need to be had for it. We got everyone dialed, slamming down some coffee. I was feeling down and out until I had my first coffee. And now that my second coffee is here, we are actually shaping out to have the potential best day of all time.
Did you not forget the moral code? More espresso, less espresso.
Exactly. As PJ said, more espresso, less depresso.